Hey gamers, it's Wintermute here from Grind This Game, back with the Tube Colony Challenge. And in this episode I'm going to try to get this oil cool system working. First I need to get the CO2 out of here. Now I have a little line that I built to get oxygen in, but there's plenty of oxygen in there now. So what I'm thinking of doing is building a pump just to get the CO2 out. We can send it off to our scrubber. Maybe build it near the bottom, or right there I guess. I think that'll work. And we'll put some piping in. I think I'll use this pipe that I have already. Whoa. Something like that, and then... So we'll reuse this one pipe that we're using for oxygen. Send it in reverse. Don't really need this bridge here. Get rid of that. And we'll just send that kind of backwards. So kind of like that. We'll send it back up and kind of branch off, I guess. Unfortunately, we can only have one gas line kind of at a time into each of these cubes. And that bridge is backwards. Okay, we gotta get rid of that bridge. For now, I'll just kind of go around like this. How's our food room? It's getting warmer in here by the minute. Kind of have only this one row left, and a little bit left up here. This polluted water is actually starting to get a little bit full. Well, not full, but we've almost filled up one tile's worth. Okay, we gotta enable our CO2 scrubber. Okay, we got that CO2 flowing out now. Heading up to that carbon skimmer. Hopefully it can keep up. It should be able to. Now even this room here is warming up. These plants are gonna stop growing. So we really got to get our cooling going soon. And they can't breathe in here. Hopefully when the CO2 level comes down, the oxygen will also come down. Now let's make sure it's all being taken care of. Now it's really warm as well. Probably not good for our plants here. Quite a bit of stress going on. I think a painting here would help. What's the decor like? Ooh, really bad in there. Okay, painting right above that wheel. Someone's made a mess. Story of my life. Okay, May, you should get off this table. Free it up for someone else. High stress 2. Oh no. Oh, stinky. Okay, we gotta change the settings on this. Everyone over 65. Everyone else can just do other stuff. Mima, why aren't you coming to the table? I'm gonna try putting in some sculpting blocks as well. Close to where they're running a lot. See if that helps them. We've overpressurized this CO2 vent. Oh, we got no power here. That's the problem. There's no one to make power. Jeez. Things are falling apart. High stress. Mima's not even on the table. Okay, Ashcan, you're off. There we go. Let's set it so they get off at maybe 32. Yay, we got some nice art. Okay, while I wait for all this CO2 to get sucked out of here, I'm gonna rearrange things here a bit. I'm trying to lower the oil level in this container. And I'll probably build a wall here once I replace this ladder. And I'm gonna pump some of the oil out into this area here. I just want a small amount of oil here circulating and getting cooler and cooler. Oh, we got high stress. Let's get Mima back on duty. And Camille off everything. So much micromanaging of stress. Okay, oh, she has to power her way out of there. Just powering the wrong wheel. Get out of there. Get to the massage table at once. I command thee. She does not look happy. Look at her face. Okay, go. Get out of there. Okay, we're taking you off. You're getting out of there. Goodbye. And no more power for you. The CO2 is thinning out. It was all like 8 kilograms per tile, now it's like 4. And the oxygen is thinning out, so at some point we're going to have to change that around again. Okay, I moved a bunch of the oil over from this tiny little spot here, over here, so that we have a thin layer of oil on top here. Got about 300 kilograms of oil per tile there. I've turned the thermo-aquatuner back on, so that should loop now and cool down this little bit of oil and hopefully cool down the whole room eventually. But we need 3 dupes in here, or actually 4 dupes, to get this thing running 100% of the time. And that's going to be tough because they're busy doing other stuff. I'll probably build some automation in here for these guys, so that this algae deoxidizer isn't going all the time. Atmo sensor. Put one here. Hook it up. And we'll just kick this on if the pressure drops below 500, I guess. And really, I should just get rid of all this. It's not doing anyone any good. And I might get rid of that. And kind of seal up the top of this room, since it's too warm to do anything. Okay, I'm trying to build out a fertilizer room here. And natural gas power. So I can get rid of this polluted water. And also generate some power so they don't have to come in here to do anything. It'll keep the tube axis charged and keep the oxygen going. Now it's going to get really hot in here, but hopefully we'll be able to deal with that. Now they're so busy, they're not going to probably build any of this, so we might have to bump up the priority a bit. And we'll be sending the CO2 down and out to this carbon skimmer. And this thing down here, it's been working, I think. If we look at the temperature, it's down to 32 degrees in this little area. We do have polluted water in there though, but I don't think it's mattering too much. Now, this isn't running all the time because they're not in here running all the time. Oh, actually getting low on oxygen. Oh, but that's okay. We got a deoxidizer here. So 29 degrees. I think this will eventually, many cycles from now, cool this area down. And it's going to be a while before anyone finishes all of this, so I'll come back once this is all built out. So it's been many cycles. We got this finally built out, and it's running. And these 3 fertilizer makers were keeping up with the 1 natural gas generator, but it looks like it might not be keeping up anymore. I'm just hooking up the algae thing to this circuit instead, so that we can power one more fertilizer synthesizer. We gotta hook up some polluted water for that. Actually, that's probably not the best way to do it. I think I'll go in this way. Yeah, that's gonna run out any second. Natural gas. I guess we need 4:1 ratio. Or maybe it's just the empty space in here that's causing issues. But at least that's keeping them off the wheels a little bit more. We're running pretty low on algae. We got 7 tons. I've gone and dug out a little bit more here. So this is kind of our countdown to big trouble. Because once we run out of algae, we run out of oxygen production. So to try to fix that, I'm putting in electrolyzers here. So this will be oxygen production and cooling once we get it all set up. Gotta disable the cooling for now though. Gonna try to get enough hydrogen generated in here so that we can start generating hydrogen power in here. Kind of ease the burden. So we won't have to have so many people on the wheels. And we have a new dupe. Let's see who we have. Oh, diver's lungs, but they're flatulent, so that's no good. Gene looks good. It's been a while since we took on a new dupe. I did put in a bit more decor stuff to try to keep them a bit happier, keep that stress down. Now we're using this gas line for the carbon dioxide. I guess we could suck up this carbon dioxide as well. Eventually, if it gets too bad. Unreachable food. Oh, still stuck in here? Oh, they just gotta charge it up. Now someone mentioned in a comment I should try kind of hyper compressing the CO2. And that's a good idea. I've never really built a compressor. Unreachable is bed 6. Oh, they're all stuck in here. Oh, I have this circuit doing nothing. Oh no, it's doing... it's feeding that. Okay, that's okay. If pressure below 800... I put some automation on this algae deoxidizer, so we're not pressurizing the place all the time. Look at them just dancing around. They all want to leave. Oh, now they're peeing everywhere. Now we gotta send them back in to clean it up, which will stress them out more. So funny. We'll just leave that water there. It's not hurting anything. Okay, how's that electrolyzer? Need to feed it water. So that'll eventually build up some hydrogen near the top. We'll eventually need a pump to get it. And a filter to get rid of the hydrogen. And where should we put that hydrogen generator? Maybe down this way. Everything else can go here. Now regular vent should work, I think. Oh, it's still high pressure in here. See how that goes. We don't want to replace it with high pressure vent, I don't think. Very messy. Select our filtered output hydrogen. Now let's send that CO2 out of there. It's kind of causing some issues. Kind of reverse this and send it over to the CO2 scrubber. That should work. We're having to do this a lot, kind of swap back and forth. Once we get the CO2 out of there, the pressure should come down. Yeah, this is bubbling a little bit. That's good. Now, why is this not invalid building location? Oh boy. Okay, we'll move the pump over. Oh, that's gonna go in there. Oh well. Stick it here instead. Does it need 4 tiles? I think it does. Really like to get rid of all this oil, but it'd be quite involved to get rid of it. Oh, we got some hydrogen power. How's everything else looking? CO2 is building up here. Food is actually running a bit low. This is looking better. Are we keeping up with all this CO2? Good, we are. Temperature's not too bad in there. Algae's running low. Could pump that oil way over here. That would take a long time. Now to use it, we'd have to turn it into petroleum first. With an oil refinery, which gives off natural gas, which we don't want. Takes a ton of power. We could destroy it with some doors, but that's cheating. Don't need this algae deoxidizer here. Oh, we're sending CO2 and oxygen out. Haha. Oh no. What just happened? That was a massive lag spike. I think it was because he was trying to go to the bathroom in the tubes, maybe. Oh no, we've sent some of the natural gas in here. Collecting in the bottom here. Oh, that's killing all our plants. Oh man. What a mess. Should have used a filter. Okay, let's turn this off. It's getting really hot in here. 42. Not getting much hydrogen out of that. Okay, let's turn these back on and try to get some cooling. Not sure this is going to work though. We got so many things drawing power. It's barely going to run. Could put in one more power wheel. Down here. Everyone's going to be running in here though. 47 degrees in here. They're all going to fry. Let's try some thermo shift plates. I thought we had some diamond. Is it all down here? Neutronium. Okay, yeah, that's diamond down there. Let's get down there. Okay, we got only 2,000 of it. Guess we'll stick one there. We could build it out of something else, but let's stick the diamond ones here. Could build it out of dirt. Lots of granite. Let's try this. Okay, this thing finally after many cycles is cooling down. Got it down to 4 degrees. Put in some temp shift plates here. Hopefully we'll be able to slowly cool down this area. I got the polluted water out of there that was causing some issues, I think. And put these 2 tiles in and things got really cold really fast, so that is working. I should probably replace all this with metal so that it can cool all this stuff down. In fact, I might do that. How much metal do I have? Refined metal 160. I could put one right here. And I put some automation in so this stuff doesn't freeze. So it'll go down to -20 and it'll shut itself off. Took many cycles to get it all cooled down though. But the oil around here used to be around 40, now it's around 30, so it's slowly working. Oh, and I had a kink in this. I had a connection between here and here, which was causing the oil not to flow properly. So we'll put a metal tile in here. Propagate that coolness even faster. Okay, look at that metal tile cool down. Oh wow, look at how cool this got just from that alone. Thermal conductivity is huge. Let's do the same thing here. What's the thermal conductivity of just airflow tile? 4.5, not so great. Let's just get rid of this tile completely and see what happens. The thermal conductivity of no tile. If we can cool this room down, then we can produce all our oxygen in here and send nice cool oxygen into the base. Look at everyone is idle. It's like 39 degrees in here now. I haven't looked in this part of the base in a while. Warm, warm, warm. Cool. Look at that. Oh, that'll be nice if it actually is able to cool all this. Now all this oil, if it cools down, this is going to be a giant, giant cool thing. It's going to hold so much thermal energy. The reverse of thermal energy. Thermal coolness. If only we could keep the power on for a little while. Look at all that diamond down there. We can make more of those shift plates. Spread this coolness around. Could use some up here to spread it this way. Okay, so many cycles have passed. We're on cycle 150 now. And this has cooled down quite nicely. All this oil is sitting at around... In here it's minus 10. Outside here it's 15. So eventually this will all reach around minus 20. That'll keep this room nice and chilly, which is perfect. Because we're going to ramp up our oxygen production. Someone made a mess. Come on. Let's mop that up. So yeah, the oxygen that we're going to be sending out, we're sending a little bit out right now. It's at 30, but it's going to get cooler and cooler and cooler as this room cools down. And we'll be able to use it to cool all these cubes, which will be awesome. Why are they complaining about the bathroom? They should be able to get out of there. Okay, there he goes. So I'm glad this is working out because algae is going to be becoming lower and lower. We've got quite a bit left in slime that we can turn into algae. The natural gas is backing up here, which is nice. We can maybe put in a second natural gas generator and put it on automation so that it only kicks in when there's enough pressure in here. Well, I put a little mini pump in here. And I just turn that on whenever the CO2 in this area gets too high. Stress has been falling recently, which is good. But these cubes are heating up, and some of our mealwood is not growing anymore. So once we start sending cold oxygen in here, we can really scale up the food. But we need more electrolyzers and more gas pumps in here first. Now they'll still have to come in here to power all this, which is fine. I've been putting in more diamond shift plates up in the top left here, just to keep this area cool because it was getting really hot before. Now I could run this oil pipe, the cold oil pipe, I could run through this room, or parts of the room to cool it down before it returns. Minus 25 degrees. Oh, wow. That would cool the room down really fast. Maybe I'll do that, actually. Could test it out. But I could probably save it for next episode. This episode's getting kind of long. Got to cycle 150. Pretty happy about that. Didn't think I'd make it because I thought the heat was going to kill us. And it is slowly killing us, but we managed to keep the food kind of stable at around 40,000. Now when the algae runs out, we better be ready with the oxygen here, or things are going to get really bad. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.